All right. Hello, everybody. I will quickly wait for turning my cam on. I'll turn it on in a minute. But right now, sorry about this, but I'm still eating a little something. So I'm sorry about that. Was in a bit of a hurry. These days have been very busy, man. These days have been very, very busy. And today we're gonna have a look into the CPI data news again, live. Yesterday we had a look into the PPI and it came in much lower than expected. We had an insane good rally to the upside. And let's see if today we're gonna see some amazing stuff again. I'm sorry about this, but I still need to finish my food for a second. But after that, we'll have a look into all of the data. Don't worry, it's only gonna be a few minutes. And after that, we're gonna have a look into all of the data. Because we have a lot. We have a lot of data to have a look into. Also, the video of today, it was a bit different than most people did expect. Because today's video, I mean, I was a little bit more bearish. I was a little bit more bearish than usual. Yes, definitely in a shorter time frame, I'm still one of the biggest bulls in a shorter time frame. But in the longer time or medium time frame, I'm getting more bearish, guys. I am definitely getting much more bearish right here at these current levels. Anyways, let me know in the live chat who is here. I can already see Eswar, Mr. Helper. Welcome to the stream. And also make sure to push up that like button. What are you eating, bro? I'm eating a steak. Little steak. No, it's rib-eye steak. David from Spain, welcome to the stream. Yes and no. I do think Sol and ETH can definitely push up even higher. We'll go over that in a second. But about Bitcoin, I do think it will range, yes. It's kind of in between the Ethereum and alt season. I mean, Ethereum is already kind of an altcoin. We had this discussion 1 or 2 months ago where people said, oh, it's just an Ethereum season. And I'm like, nah, it is part of the alt season. It's the biggest altcoin, Ethereum, but it's still an altcoin and it's still pumping. So it is an altcoin season or Bitcoin season, is how I look at it. It kind of depends, man. You're asking me about individual altcoins. Where do I think it's gonna top? But the problem with BNB is that it's sitting at all-time highs, and it's very hard to locate a top now. You can have a look into VIP levels, but I wouldn't be so stressed about that. I would rather just have a look into the overall market for BNB. But other coins like ENA, I do not think ENA will hit an all-time high anymore. And these are going to be my targets. It's a little bit simpler for ENAM, but other altcoins like BNB or yeah, BNB is really the only one on this list. Maybe Sui, but it's a lot harder for these coins 100% because they're in price discovery. But for Solana, for example, I'm not gonna be that greedy. It's probably just gonna be I'm taking half out at 260, and then I'm gonna let the rest. Yeah, I'm gonna take profits aggressively from that level. By October, I mean, yeah, I guess around October, maybe November. I'm almost finished, bro. Guys, give me 2 more minutes. Steak is the best food, yeah, 100%. Lower than expected. Well, I think because of the data we got yesterday, the market is definitely expecting lower than expected. So now it needs to be much lower than expected again for a big pump. We'll go over that in a second. We'll go over that in a second. Yes, there will definitely be another meme coin rally in my opinion, especially with Solana now hitting new highs. What is the market doing? Oh, we're pumping a bit. Nice. Nice. A pump into the event. I mean, yesterday we also kind of saw a pump leading into the event. This was before the event here. So pump leading into the event and maybe. For the newcomers, I'm just eating something, so I'll turn on my cam in a second and go over all of the alpha in a second. But just bear with me. Only like 30 more seconds. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, we are pumping. Nice. Will you be joining Michael van der Poppen? No, I'll stay here in Dubai. All right, let's go. We are ready. We are ready. Let's go. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the live chat. We are live with 184 people. Make sure to all press that like button because we are having 32 likes. We can easily smash it up. Yeah, I do have to cover quite some alpha because we just have got 16 minutes left until we are about to get the data. The curse is reversed, yeah. Maybe, guys, the curse is reversed because previously, 1 or 2 months ago when we went live, usually we got dumps, but especially for Ethereum. Let's see if the curse is reversed and if we're gonna pump now with our streams. That would be amazing. What time is it in Dubai? It's 4:14 p.m. So it's 2 hours above Central European time. Let's have a look. Bot notifications, news in 70 minutes. Yep. So let's go over that right now. First of all, what I want to say is the data has been absolutely crazy. I mean, 2 days ago, we have got the non-farm payrolls, the job revision, and it was basically minus or 900k jobs revised, minus 900k. It was absolutely crazy. It was the biggest revision in history. On top of that, yesterday we've got the PPI. And the PPI, I mean, it was expected at 3.1, I think, and the actual data was 2.6. Don't quote me on that. I think it was that number. But regardless, it was much, much lower than expected. It was insane. We don't typically see this stuff. We don't typically see data being so off. Usually, they will come in at the forecasted numbers, maybe a basis point lower, right? Maybe that, but usually it is coming in as expected, as forecasted. Right now, the forecasted numbers are as follows. The core inflation rate year on year is 3.1%, and then the inflation rate year on year is 2.8%. The consensus is 2.9%. So I would say generally, everything below 2.8% for the inflation rate, and then for the core inflation rate, anything below the 3.1% generally is going to be bullish. However, I would say because we're currently already pumping, and because of the insane data we have been getting, right? Or yeah, we are retracing it a bit. But basically, because of all of the insane data we have already been getting, I think majority of the market is already kinda anticipating a lower inflation rate as expected because of all of the crazy news. I mean, the market is already getting kind of used to it. So maybe that's the reason why we're seeing a bit of a build-up pump leading into the event. I'm not sure. We are retracing it now. But definitely, I think the market is going to be expecting lower than expected. That is why I would say just 0.1% off the actual data wouldn't be enough. Wouldn't be enough. It needs to be crazy low, just like the PPI, for a crazy pump. The thing is, if we're not gonna get that, if it's gonna come in as expected, if it's gonna come in just a bit lower, just 0.1% lower as expected, well, I wouldn't say that's too bullish. Because if we're gonna have a look into the last few CPI prints, well, we can always see that before the CPI print, we have seen a pump. And then after the CPI print, we have seen a dump. All of the time. And right now, we are seeing again a pump leading into the CPI print, right? On the hourly time frame, we're definitely seeing a pump right here leading up to the CPI print. So are we again going to be seeing a dump right after? Well, that I'm not sure. We have to have a look into the data. I think it will significantly impact the actual data of what we're going to see. Now, one thing that I will say is that of these previous times, it has been looking toppy. And right now, Bitcoin is actually looking like it's bottoming out. So we are having a bit of a different situation, okay? I mean, if you're not only having a look into the CPI print, I would say that this is looking toppy here already regardless, just having a look into price. This counting out the CPI print, right? This is looking quite toppy over here. This as well is looking like a top after this big pump. This as well is looking like a top after this liquidity grab, like we talked about, right? We exactly went bearish, got bearish on the top. But Right now, we're seeing something different in my personal opinion, because I think the charts are looking great with a bottoming out phase here. Maybe we could retest this breakout over here to just fake everybody out. But in my opinion, this structure which we are seeing now is looking much different than the structure over here, and then the structure over here, and then the structure over here. So I do think we're working with a bit of a similar, a different situation like in the past over here. And that is why I'm gonna say, yes, previously around, we've been seeing a dump, but I would not be surprised to see a bit of a dump in a shorter time frame to lure everybody in, and then to still reverse to the upside, still go to the upside. I would not be surprised, if I'm being very honest, and that is why I'm still rather going to be bullish. I mean, you know it, guys. If you've been following me, I'm still going to be bullish over here at this current moment. But one thing that I will say is, I've talked about this in today's update video, and this is going to be very important. If you have been in my platinum group, if you have been in my platinum group, which is free to join with the first link down below, you already knew it for a longer time, because I've already been discussing this for a longer time in my platinum group, and also sometimes in my videos. But you really need to join the platinum group with the first link down below. Anyways, if you have been in it, you already know that I'm going to be expecting this last wave to the upside, but in a medium time frame, I'm getting bearish. I'm getting more bearish. Why? This chart is not loading, by the way. Oh, there we go. Why is this chart not loading? Why is it? Oh, I'll quickly. Oh, okay, now it's loading. All right. We'll grab this chart. It's okay. So there we go. It's basically because of this chart and because of the data, because we're going to see interest rate cuts, right? Everybody is generally very bullish on that. Yeah, I get it. We're going to see more liquidity. We're going to see a quantitative easing, probably, or at least stopping of quantitative tightening. We're gonna head for an easing cycle, so more money will be printed. So definitely that's going to be bullish, 100%, no doubt about it. But you always need to have a look into the context of a rate cut. What is the context of a rate cut? Well, one thing that we know for certain is that in the past, all of the time, whenever you've went for a long pause after first increasing the interest rates, then a long pause, and then sharp interest rate cuts, well, we've always entered a recession with data looking bad. And I don't know what chart it is exactly. I'll quickly grab it. I'll show it right here in the live stream. I'll make sure that I'll also share it in tomorrow's video, but this is crucial. US jobs, something like that. I don't know what it is exactly. Is it US jobs? I just want to see all the it's not US jobs. How is it called? US labor market trading view chart. I think it's the unemployment rate, actually. So, US and unemployment. UN rate. Yeah, UN rate. Okay. So, the thing is with this US unemployment rate, okay, this is some huge alpha, because always whenever we entered recessions, I don't have the exact recessions highlighted on this chart now, but you've always seen some kind of a build up in unemployment, always some kind of a build up before the real recession and kind of bear market, right? You've always first seen a build up, before the real explosion, always. And right now we are seeing this build up. While, I mean, yeah, the GDP growth rate was amazing, but if you're gonna have a look into the actual GDP growth rate, and if you're gonna put it under the loop, well, then it's not actually looking that great. And then you have people calling out for great earning reports, and yeah, the earning reports are still great, but I do think that in the future we're gonna be headed for a little bit worse stages. Now, one guy that is really explaining it very well, because quite honest, I'm not the best at explaining this stuff, if I'm being honest. I just like to have a look into the macroeconomics. I understand it myself. But one guy that explains it very well, in my opinion, is Camel Finance. I rarely ever do shout outs like this because I don't know this guy. I've been following him for some times. But in the past, I've been finding that he's done pretty good analysis with economic data, and right now I just find that he is explaining it very well, and it is perfectly confluencing with my own thesis, where I expect we're going to see a blow off last part of the cycle, and then we're going to be entering that recession with the rate cuts, which, mind you, we're seeing a recession cut right now at this moment. And if you have a look into the statistics, well, recession cuts have always been bearish. We've always entered some kind of a bear market for the S&P. So right now, I think we're going to be entering that period just like we have done in 2019 with Bitcoin, where we saw still a little bit of an increasement after that rate cut, which was a recession rate cut, and we saw a little bit of an increase, or a big increase actually. It was a 50% increase. If I'm gonna turn on the wicks, well, it's even gonna be like 54%, something around that. But after that, we got that pull to the downside, and we still got a huge bear market after the interest rate cut. So while everybody was bullish in the short term, well, it looked very good in the short term. Guys, more liquidity, blah, blah, you know. In the medium term, it's not that good, in my opinion. Okay? But then in the long term again, I don't think we're going to enter like a big recession where everything will come crashing down, guys. I don't want to be that bearish. I don't want to be that bearish. Still, even though I will be expecting downwards price action over here, I'm not going to be shorting. I'm not going to be selling off huge major parts. Yeah, my altcoins, I'm going to be selling it off. But I'm still going to be accumulating Bitcoin, and I'm still going to be holding a lot of Bitcoin. I'm just going to be taking it a little bit more easy. I'm not going to enter these huge long positions anymore. So be aware of that. I'm still going to be a big bull, even though it's going to be a bear market for Bitcoin. So keep that one in mind. Now, with that being said, I don't think we will enter like a big recession. Like we're gonna go to a 20k Bitcoin, etc. No, nothing like that. I just think it will be a short cool off, right? Before then, next year in 2027, somewhere around that, after about 1 year after the top, I think we can bottom out again, and then we enter a huge cycle again with interest rates probably near zero, or like maybe at 2%, something around that. Or near zero, maybe with like a huge scandal like we have seen right over here with the COVID crash, maybe something like that. But definitely interest rates very low with quantitative easing, and then we enter a big cycle again. That is what I will expect for the longer term, shorter term, and medium term. Guys, I hope you're not getting me wrong over here, because I'm not that bearish. Anyways, in the short term, guys, I'm still long and strong. I'm still printing. I'm still in long positions. I still want to be bullish. Let's have a look what Bitcoin is doing in the short term. I would not be surprised to see a bit of a pump and dump during this event. But let's see. Maybe it's going to be coming in much lower than expected, and then we're going to see a big bump, just like we have seen yesterday. I mean, the data has been kind of crazy. It has been coming in kind of crazy. Now, we have 3 more minutes left. What I want you to do is, I'll go over all of the questions after the data, but what I want you to do is, first of all, follow me on X. And if you have followed me on X, you can turn on the notifications, and usually 99% of the time, I'm one of the first guys to post the data. But just in case, okay, yesterday I wasn't the first one. So just in case, if I'll not be the first one, well, I also want you to follow this kind of financial juice, and also turn on your notifications for this one, because if I'm not first, you will probably be first. I mean, it's good to follow as many people as possible during these events. Follow as many people as possible, turn on your notifications for all of them, and whoever comes up first, well, that wins, right? Then you'll know the data first. So yeah, it's better to get more data than only one source, right? So follow all of the guys that you want. Definitely follow me. because I found that most of the times I'm actually the quickest. So anyways, like I've said, I think we're gonna see some wickery with this event. If it's gonna be coming in around expected, maybe 0.1% below expected, we're gonna see some wickery. If it's gonna come in much lower than expected, like 0.3% lower than expected, then I think we're gonna enter a crazy pump. Then I think we're gonna see a big pump. And Ethereum is already pumping. Let's have a look. I mean, markets are definitely already front running the data right now. Let's have a look into the data. We can get it anytime now. So turn on all of your notifications. Let's open up the chart on the 1 minute. There we go. And let's open up my following tab. All right, it's time. It's time. Load up the data. Come on. Oh, 2.9%. 2.9%, 3.1%. Exactly as predicted. Okay. Okay, that's not good. No, that's not good. Everybody expected. Oh, no. Literally everybody expected it to be lower than expected because of PPI of yesterday. Because of PPI of yesterday. Oh no. Exactly as predicted, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna see some wickery. We're gonna expect some wickery, probably. But now, I wouldn't be surprised to indeed see this playing out with we've already kind of seen it, but maybe with a bit of a larger correction going into this box and then go to the upside even further. Because now I think everybody will start to short. Everybody will start to expect this to play out, right? I do think that will happen. No, but a lot of wickery now. I mean, it's market makers will take advantage of this fact right now that of the volatility. They will take advantage of this volatility. Don't drop that bottle filming your setup. No, indeed. Welcome to the stream, Dan. Bitcoin tanking as we speak. Yeah, and it's pumping again. This is crazy. I mean, the wickery. The wickery. That is crazy. Yeah, it's just gonna wick every way possible. I mean, last few times we have seen this, a wick into every way possible, and then see you all at the McDonald's job interview. Yeah, soon. We pumping again. Yeah, this is crazy. Bitcoin is just doing whatever it wants. What are the altcoins doing? Are altcoins strong? Let's have a look into ETH. ETH too loud. What is the chat saying? Yes. What is the next data to help us pump? Well, it's gotta be the FOMC meeting. It's gotta be the FOMC meeting. We're gonna get it in 6 days. So stay tuned for that one, because I'll also obviously go live with that one. What is Bitcoin doing now? Dumping a bit again. Why isn't Ethereum loading now? What is the Bitcoin dominance doing? Bitcoin dominance is increasing. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. But I mean, it's just a short term, guys. It's nothing to be worried about. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. Looks like inflation will sell the news. Probably, yeah, because everybody was expecting kind of like lower than expected because of the PPI of yesterday. Because of the PPI of yesterday. We pumping again. Yeah, now we're dumping again. Yeah, there's unlimited stuff available. Yeah. Dumping. Yeah, altcoins are taking a bit of a hit during this dump. Bitcoin dominance. What is it doing? Oh, it's getting back down. Okay, that's good. For our altcoins, I'm buying more. Yeah, obviously, we're gonna go up even more. Like in a short term, no doubt about it. I think like we could very well pump into the next 2 weeks, just like we have done over here, and then we'll need to reassess. Then we'll need to reassess and have a look again, because probably something like that then will happen. But it's too early to tell yet. It's too early to tell already. So we will need to reassess. Anyways, 100%. Make sure to join the Platinum group, because over here I'm sharing all of the data live about what I'm doing with my trades and of the crypto alpha. For example, today I posted my most important video inside of the group, and also I did create a limited group as well, which you can join for. Like for this one, there's some barrier. It just takes 5 minutes of your time. Just trade over on weeks, which is the best exchange anyways. But for this one over here, it's like you don't have to do anything. You can just click and join, and then you'll get some more alpha inside of this chat. So yeah, make sure to join that one too. I basically have 2 free groups right now. I've been thinking about also maybe making the option for charging 1K to join this platinum group, because some people don't want to register with weeks. But I've come to the conclusion, in my personal opinion, as this moment in time now, I never ever want to charge my followers. I want everything I do for my followers to be free, and I just don't want to charge. Like everything I share is because of me, what I'm doing in the market, and I don't want to charge you for that. Please skip the time to the last week of the bull market, where everything will go parabolic. Yeah, it's yeah. Wickery. Bitcoin should stay above 113.5. Yeah, I think so. Above 113, I would say. 113 is about the range we should stay above. We should be able to stay above that. This is the shakeout. Honestly, both CPI and PPI were pretty strong. Yeah, I mean, the CPI, it wasn't bad. You know. It came as expected. Nothing to be worried about. It was just because the expectations for everybody was like up here, you know. Everybody was expecting CPI to be also this much lower because of the PPI yesterday. Then when their expectations are here, but then it comes exactly where the expectations actually were at the exact data, well then people are disappointed, right? Oh, the month-to-month was 0.2% higher, really? I didn't have a look into that. Oh yeah, indeed. Oh yeah. But 0.1% above the forecasted. Oh, here's the data is actually different here. Yeah, it was actually 2.9. Forecasted was 2.8, but then consensus was 2.9. So that's not that bad. I mean, it's not that bad. Peak in November. Yeah, around that time. I think for Bitcoin probably October, and then for altcoins November. So somewhere around that. Just keep in mind, whenever Bitcoin will top out, nobody knows it's a top. Possibly possibly we have already topped out and Bitcoin is already down, right? But keep in mind, the total 3 is all the way up. So then nobody knows it's a top yet. And everybody is still bullish. Everybody is still expecting much higher prices. But we have topped out already, right? With nobody knowing. So that will happen again, in my opinion, at a bit of a higher price. Because, again, I don't think the top is in yet. But like, this will happen where everybody thinks, oh, the top is not in for Bitcoin because it's going down while altcoins are still going up. So everybody thinks, oh, yeah, the top is not in. And we're still going to be added much higher. And then the top was already in. But I think that will happen at about 130K, somewhere around that, 135K. So yeah, now indeed the most important thing to watch, most important data or like economic thing, is gonna be the FOMC meeting. It's gonna be come in next week, in 6 days, and of course I'll live stream that event as well next week. Yeah, we're gonna have, I mean, retail sales, but it's not that important. I mean, most important was the data that we got today, which came in pretty much as expected. Yeah, traders fully price in 3 Fed rate cuts by the end of 2025. Let's have a look. I mean, that's not that good, guys. It's not that good, but indeed, yeah, the probabilities are there for 3 rate cuts by the end of 2025. 63.8%. I mean, I know everybody's bullish about the rate cuts, but I wouldn't say it's that good. In the long term, yeah. In the long term, 100%. I think there's no interest rate cuts now. Oh, there is. It's 100% probability, man. 0% probability of staying the same. And then 94% of seeing a 25 basis point rate cut, and then 5.6% of seeing a 50 basis point rate cut. But the rate cut will be there. The rate cut will be there. Anyways, I don't see much disagreement with my prediction that we're gonna see a last leg up and then push to the downside. I don't see much disagreement. What's going on? Because usually, whenever I do predictions, everybody seems to disagree, and then I'll know, yeah, for sure I'm gonna be right. But right now, everybody seems to be kind of agreeing. What's going on, guys? What's going on? I don't want you guys to agree, guys. I don't want it. I want you guys to say, are you this stupid? We're gonna go to 200K this cycle. We're gonna go to 300K this cycle. You guys say that? Then I'll know. Yeah, Solana is super strong. What? I mean, Solana saw a huge wick, but it recovered almost all of that wick quite instantly. Ethereum saw a big move. Wow. All right, that's crazy. Yeah, for our altcoins, we definitely did see a lot of volatility. Here, have a look at Sol. I mean, I'm glad that I longed Sol. I mean, I longed it at Weeks, but also at Bybit. Yeah, it's still all the way up. Look at this wick. That's crazy. We're going to zero. Yeah. Yeah, more like these comments, man. We're going to zero. It already came out, Cacius Maximus. It already came out. It came in as expected. It came in as expected. Maybe I'm thinking also about doing some more short-term trades on weeks. Let me know about that. I'm thinking about doing some, like create another account with like maybe 10k, and then make a bit of a challenge. Also in the platinum group. Let me know if I should do that, because then I'll be trying to more do day trades and active trades. Starting from like 10k, maybe that would be nice, you know. Sometimes I mean, you if you have been a follower for a longer time, you still know about my Blovin account, which was like a degenerate account where I do. Why do you stream if you're rich? Well, I don't think I'm rich. I'm not rich, you know. Maybe I'm doing good, you know, but I'm not rich yet. Total 3 is equal high, 6 days of bleed. Total 3, I think the total 3 is looking very good here. I mean, also it's seeing a breakout. Seeing a breakout here, so into resistance. I mean, this is looking very good. Look at the whole squeeze here. It's like going, oh, you can't see it now, but look at the squeeze. It's going up and up and up. Trend is bullish into this resistance every time. And the rejection is getting less and less more severe. Clear indication that we are about to see a breakout of this resistance. And when we will see that breakout, guys, I can tell you already, everything is gonna. Okay. I will do. Okay. I will do. I know what to do. I will do the 10k to like 100k or whatever number. I'll run it up to whatever. But I'm gonna create a separate weeks account with 10k with degenerate trades. I'll do that and create that when the total 3 will break above this resistance. Okay, I think that will be a great timing. Because then I think everything will explode. It will be very easy to trade the market, I think, at that moment. So at the break of this resistance, I will start probably a 10k to whatever challenge, where I'm gonna share everything with degenerate day trade lives. I'm gonna share everything. It's not gonna be swing trading positions like these, because for some of you guys it's boring, these swing trades. I mean, I'm absolutely printing with these swing trades, but still for some of you guys it's boring. I mean, the people that missed these entries, they cannot enter anymore, unfortunately. You should have joined earlier the platinum group. But then for the guys that are more actively day trading, guys, have a look into the 10k challenge then. 10k challenge, 10k account challenge. Whenever we will break above this resistance, I'm gonna do it. Okay, probably. So make sure to already join the platinum group and also the limited group right now with the link down below. It's free to join. So I mean, it's like a no-brainer. And then we're gonna run it up. I think that will be the perfect moment to start trading, actively trading all of these coins. What? Oh, please do not spam. Because then I have to time you out. I'm not gonna have a look into your chat. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So make sure to join right now already. Probably, yeah. I need to have a look into it at the time, right? If I'm feeling it. But I do think I will do it. if I'm feeling with trading so much and locking in. I mean, it depends on the time period, right? If we're gonna break now in the next week, well, I'm here in Dubai. I can lock in. I can dedicate a lot of time into my trades, and I can do it. But if it's gonna be in a month or so, and I'm away, because in the month I'm gonna go to Singapore and I'm gonna go to Indonesia. I won't say where because I'm quite aware of my safety, you know. But if it's gonna be during that time period, I can't lock in that hard and I can't run the challenge. So that's why I don't want to give guarantees like that. But probably yes, if we're gonna break that resistance, guys, get ready for some absolute nice, juicy, big gains. Big gains. Bitcoin is going up a little bit more. That's good. And Solana is really showing a lot of strength. That's good. It feels like they're just playing games with us. There's no way we don't break the market cap all-time high very soon. I mean, of course, we're gonna do it. We're gonna break that resistance. Yeah. It's only gonna be a matter of time. That's what I've been sharing so long, right? It's only just going to be a matter of time. It's not going to be an if it will happen. It's gonna be a when it will happen. That's the thing. It's always going for it. It's just sending. It's sending. What's your target for breakout? I think it's gonna be around total 3 to 3 trill. But maybe it could also already be at 2 trill. I mean, I'm gonna take profits on the way up. But the ultimate target is gonna be like 3 trill. I've seen these big pumps in a matter of weeks. I mean, over here it was 700% in a matter of 3 months, right? Over here it was like 120% in 1 month, around that. So it can pump with 120% in 1 month. If we grab it from the current level, so 120% in 1 month, that would put us at 2.5 trill in October, November, and that would kind of align, right, with our thesis. I mean, we can easily see this, and then maybe like that, right? So my target is gonna be like 3 trill, but I'm gonna already start taking profits from 2 trillion, 2.5, etc. You know. You have 700. What do you buy? It depends a lot. How much does $700 mean to you? If I myself would be in a position again where currently I would need to start over with $700 again, and I know what I know now, I've got this experience that I have now, I would trade with the $700 if I'm being honest, right? Like if you're gonna buy some altcoins with 700, probably first of all you're gonna get wrecked, and then second, maybe not in this part of the cycle anymore, because I'm very bullish on altcoins now. But trading is a much better way in this part of the cycle, I think, especially with a lower balance. But it depends, because if $700 is like so, because when I was a kid, when I was back at 15, 14, $700 meant a lot to me. I needed to work very, very, very hard for $700, and back then I wouldn't want to trade it that much with higher leverage trades. I wouldn't want to do that because it meant so much to me. So it depends a lot on your situation. How much is $700 for you, and then what do you want to make out of it? What is your risk tolerance? You need to pay your mortgage with $700. Well, I wouldn't do it that way. I mean, I wouldn't do it that way if I'm being honest. Just trade with whatever you can afford to lose. But for me, it's kind of my job. So please, again, like, why are you doing it again? Just do not spam. Last time after the rate cut, we had a rally. How long did that one last? Yeah, thing is, 100%, I agree with you. But that rate cut back then was a bit of a different situation because back then we had more of a normalization cut with US data looking a lot better. Right now, under the surface, the US data is looking a lot worse. So that's why I think at this time it's rather going to be a recessionary cut, which recessionary cuts, have a look into this data here, recession cut, it's not bullish. So yes, I agree. Last time we pumped, very nice, and we went up, but you need to have a look into the context of the rate cut. And right now, the context of the rate cut is a bit different. How much do we need to wait for the one pump? How much? How much money? Do you want to pump up Bitcoin now? Do you want to pump up the bit? How much money do you need to pump up the Bitcoin price now? I think a few billion would do. A few billion would do. If anybody here in the chat has got a few billion lying around, yeah, I wouldn't mind if you would pump Bitcoin now. I don't think now it's a bad time. I think it's quite honestly a good time. So I think if you would buy now, we're definitely gonna continue this momentum to new optimize, and then you can sell again at optimize. So that would be quite a good trade for you if you're just gonna pump up the price a bit higher now. But if I'm being honest, I would rather have you, if you've got a few billion lying around, I would rather have you buy some of my altcoins, because then we will really see that big alt season. And then still, you're at the beginning of the big alt season. You're still at the beginning part of altcoin season. If you're gonna buy off these altcoins now and gonna push the Bitcoin dominance down even further, well, you've still got a lot of momentum to go. So it's still quite a good trade here if you've got billions. It's still quite a good trade here to make. Of course, no financial advice. It's just from a friend to friend conversation, you know. Just if you're a billionaire. I mean, if you're a millionaire, then not, you know. You cannot push up the price. But if you're a billionaire, I would strongly, highly recommend you to just have a look into it. Of course, no financial advice. Nothing I share is financial advice, but you get what I mean. Because I think it's a good trade. And you're also pumping my bags. And that's the most important part. And also, if you want the cheapest fees, then you should trade over on weeks, because you're gonna get cheapest fees. And also, you should 100% join a platinum group, because then you're getting the insane alpha. So yeah, if you're a billionaire, if you're if you're a big player. And also, if you're a big player, like if you've got billions lying around, we can work together somehow to make something work and pump up your favorite coin while I also have the same interest in the same coin. I wouldn't mind that, you know? I don't know if I have any billionaires watching. Maybe I do. Yeah, also, if you're a market maker, also DM me. We can also 100% work together. You caused the dump again? Did I cause the dump? Are the market makers watching me? Maybe they do. Maybe it's not because of the news, but it was because of my live stream. Maybe it was. But yesterday I also went live, and yesterday we've seen an amazing pump. So is it really because of the live stream? What do you think of Litecoin? I think it can go up. Yeah, 100%. I think it can go up, but I just think there's better alternatives, in my opinion, for me. Okay, I just think there's better alternatives. Pass you your empire, yeah. Yeah. For my billionaire friends, I've shared all of the inside info. My billionaire friends all said to pump Ethereum, and that's why I bought Ethereum at the lows, at the 1.5k, 1.6k, and then it pumped. And that's also the reason why I entered massive long positions at 2.3k to 2.4, 2.5, 2.6k, and then it pumped. So that's basically because of the insider info from my billionaire friends. And I all share it, of course, in the Platinum group. I mean, no, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. But we did close another hourly candle. So that's, I mean, look at this wick on both sides. That's crazy. But I wouldn't say this is bad. I would just say the general trend is going to continue. Maybe we can retest it still, but I wouldn't count on it. That's what I always say. The general direction now is going to be up. The trend is going to be up. Yes, if we come down to retest it, it would be an amazing opportunity to long it. Would be an amazing opportunity, but I wouldn't count on it. Just in case if it will happen, it would be a great opportunity. But all I'm saying is that the trend is going to be up, in my personal opinion. And I think we're going to go even higher. What is the first altcoin you would buy right now? Ethereum. Ethereum, probably. It's an altcoin still. It's not a sexy answer. It's not a sexy answer, but it's the first altcoin that I would buy myself if I needed to start over again. Then after that, if you want like a juicy answer, I would myself have a look into Sui at these stages, probably. Or if you like to buy into Strength, Solana, but keep in mind, Strength can also disappear in a second. Then another coin I like at this stage would be Chainlink, maybe. It really depends on your what you want. Do you want to buy into the Strength? Do you want to buy into the lows? What do you want? It really depends on what you want. I can't decide that for you. But these are, yeah, also I like Aptos a lot at the current stages. Aptos I like a lot. Ondo I like a lot. Ave I like a lot. Pepe I like a lot. I like all of it. Athena I like a lot. Avex Karma. Sui I like a lot. Chainlink I like a lot. Then Cardano, it's good. It's good, you know. It's not a lot, but Dogecoin is good, but not a lot. Yeah, and then if we go down, Caspa, I like a lot. Render, yeah, I like Render, not a lot, but you get what I mean. I like it, and yeah, that's it pretty much. So yeah. Oh, we're dumping, and we're dumping again. Oh no, not good. Sucks if we retrace all the way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, I'm not sure if we retrace all the way, but just in case we come down to the 113k again, would be good. Would be a good time for some juicy entries, I think. I think, of course, no financial advice. Again, nothing is financial advice. You dumped the market, really? Is the data bad today? I mean, it's not bad. It came in pretty much as expected. It's not bad. It's just that the market expected it had better expectations. Yeah, it's not bad. Has there been a stream in the last 6 months we didn't dump when I came to watch? I mean, maybe the issue isn't that I'm going live. Maybe the issue is that if Luke is watching the stream, then we dump. Because yesterday we had a very, very nice big pump to the upside, for example. And in the past, we have also had very nice pumps during my stream. Yeah, also last Fed meeting, the Jackson Hole event. Indeed, this event here was also crazy. So, and also before that, I mean, for Ethereum, I've pretty much streamed during this whole entire rally the upside, and most of the days we weren't going down. Right now, during this, I mean, during this stage here, it's not that exciting, to be honest. I'm not gonna go live every day, all day long anymore. If we're gonna enter another rally, in my opinion, the upside, yeah, I can go live every day again. But for example, during this rally here, yeah, I want to go live every day. But now it's boring. It's boring. It's doing nothing. We're doing nothing. It's just in the waiting room. It's just doing nothing. This is the waiting room. The boring consolidation where smart money is accumulating, where retail is selling off. This is the reaccumulation phase. Before we had even higher. This is the waiting room. Welcome in the waiting room. Does anybody like the waiting room? I don't, because I'm already in my positions, but a lot of people do like it. The whales at least do like the waiting room, because they like the cheap Ethereum that retail is selling off now. Waiting room. Yeah, man. So it's just going to be a game of patience here. Also, this is also our waiting room here. Just a waiting room until we will break this one out to the upside. Then we explode. Then we explode. So it's just going to be a game of patience. Sometimes I have a look into the games I'm already printing, and I'm like, okay, yeah, because I'm also having trades open on Bybit, and then I'm like, should I take my profits now? Should I do it? Because look, it's quite honestly, I'm printing a lot. So should I take my profits already? And then I'm having a look into the total 3 again, and then if I have a look into this, I think again to myself, and I think, oh yeah, this is just the freaking beginning. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. More accumulation. Dave Crypto Banter. I don't know him. I don't know Dave from Crypto Banter. Get some bots set up to own the waiting room. Yeah, should I have a look into that? I'll have a look. Okay. I'll have a look. Oh, Dave. Oh, like that. Oh, yeah. So okay, Bitcoin is not doing much anymore. Ethereum is still outperforming on the day against Bitcoin. I would like to see this support hold. But to be honest, if we go back to this support, it wouldn't be bad for the long-term structure. For the 2-week, for monthly, no. One red monthly candle wouldn't be bad, and then next month like that. That's amazing. And maybe like that, and or this is October, then this would be November. Yeah, November, that with a wick goes there, and boom. Or not all the way, but it's gonna be slow. Yep. I mean, if we close like this on Ethereum, that's looking super bullish on the monthly. That's looking super bullish. I need to add to my positions in that case. 30-minute left. No, it already came in, man. It already came in. Let's see some monthly time range and full charts. Bitcoin on the monthly, you mean? Bitcoin on the monthly is looking pretty fine. Yeah, it's starting to look toppy, but it doesn't mean we can go up a bit higher in the shorter time frame. Yes. Stock market open will cause some volatility. It always does. The stock market open is always causing some volatility. Which cold wallets do you use? Do you know Bitbox? I don't know Bitbox, but I myself use Ledger. I have multiple ledgers. When CPI comment already came in 40 minutes ago. It came in as expected, so yeah, not that big. Not that big of a deal this time around. Yesterday was crazy, but today it's not that big of a deal. We're kind of retesting now. Okay, good. Let's see if we're gonna retest this. I wouldn't be opposed on that. Should I enter some Bitcoin position? It's looking quite good. Looking quite good, but then if I enter a Bitcoin position now, I'd rather. What is a good altcoin to accumulate now? Maybe Aave or Aave, but it's already a 50k position. Maybe Ondo again, or maybe Pepe. But Ondo I've already tried many times. Ondo. Yeah, I don't like Ondo too much here. Cardano? I also already have Cardano open with a 50k. Yeah, it's looking a lot better in not looking bad at all. Honestly, I really like how Bitcoin looks. Thing is just if I'm gonna long it, you know, with how much am I gonna long it? And then I don't wanna risk 100k, 200k again because it's already in these trades. Cardano would look good. No, I'm not scared. And also, you have a seed phrase. So. Tau is not looking that bad. Nah, not here. Pepe is looking kind of similar. Pepe is looking better. What was his wick in volume? Yeah, Pepe is looking better than Tau, I would say. Okay, yeah. I just like Bitcoin. I just like Bitcoin. I like so like conflicting thoughts now. So I guess if I have conflicting thoughts, it's better to do nothing. It's better to do nothing. I'm already exposed. I'm already exposed to the market. Sometimes doing nothing is good enough. It's also a trade. Just sitting on your hands. Just wait it out for the total 3 breakout. Okay? I don't have to add. I don't have to. Although Bitcoin looks good. But if Bitcoin will pump, all of my altcoins will pump and my trades will pump anyway. So what does it matter? And I'm not gonna long Bitcoin here anymore, although it's looking great. Okay, yeah, but anyway, with that being said, I think Bitcoin is looking absolutely great here. We could dip our toes into the 113k, the lower 113k region, in my opinion. We could do it, but it's going to be a great opportunity because I think Bitcoin is looking incredible. Let me also post it in the live chat, Platinum group. Or let's do it like this, okay? I'm gonna share this in the limited group, and it's gonna say breakout point breakout test. Breakout now, and I'm gonna say this in the good group, platinum group. Bitcoin is retesting breakout now start 113, right? 113. Okay, region. But I think this will like and um and so likely hold and I can expect the bounce. Break testing now after the CPI data. Which came as yep. So yeah, over here you'll just get everything with more data, more alpha, just explained better. I'm still gonna share whatever if I like something. I'm gonna share it in this group, but you really want to join the platinum group if you're real about trading. So yeah, I have these two groups right now: the platinum group and the limited group. Definitely join the platinum group, but also join the limited group, and then you'll be ahead in the market. 525 subscribers now. Did it update? But I see it here. Yep, people are joining. So yeah, join this group and then also join the platinum group. No new joins here during the live stream. That's crazy because guys, I can tell you already, it's gonna be worth it. It just takes 5 minutes of your time to join, and it's gonna be super worth it. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Okay, but with that being said, yeah, I think Bitcoin looks great at its support, but I'm gonna end off the live stream here today. Make sure to push up the like button because we've got 97 likes. Let's push it above the 100. But that being said, check out all of the offers down below because also you can claim an insane deposit bonus over on Weeks. Whatever you deposit, Weeks is going to be matching that with a free trading position. So if you deposit 5K, you're going to be getting a free 5K Ethereum position still, and you can claim that during this waiting room, during this boring consolidation. You can claim it, and you can use it whenever we will explode to the upside. So claim it now. Weeks is the cheapest exchange to be trading at anyway, because with my link, you're going to be getting a 25% trading fee discount. Also, important, when we break out above the total 3 resistance here, well, I'm going to start a 10K challenge. And for that, you also need to be in a platinum group because I'm going to share everything in the platinum group and nowhere else. So if you want to be printing with my current trades and with my current information, join it. And if you want to be printing in the future, join it as well. So anyways, with that being said, tomorrow morning, another update video. Make sure to stay tuned for that one because that one will be absolutely amazing. And